beautiful. You are a nurse too. Oh yeah, wait.
Yeah,
What's your name?
I
What's your
am
name?
proudly one.
What's your
My
son
name is
name?
Benedicta.
I'm coming.
Essie. Go ahead.
God save you. You show your whole certificate.
I'm a nurse practitioner.
Please, what is going on in the America where you are?
I mean, I don't know the details, like it's still in court, but I know that they said some schools are not accredited, and some people went to those schools, paid some amount of money, got
they bought the certificates. When you for WAEC, you and go abroad.
It's not a matter of, it's matter of number one, doing your due diligence to know that this school I'm going to is accredited, and some of them is like, you know, we Nigeria, we like to share information. This school, you will not do clinicals. This school, there's a short court or something. This school is not easier, and then we go there because we want to get a free pass to everything.
I can't hear you, Daddy Freeze.
I believe there should be some. There should be some.
Sorry, my darling.
There should be some form of.
Can you clearly? Now? Yes, you are in a noisy place. Mute till you get to quiet.
Let me step out.
Okay. Just mute, nonetheless. I think you are stepping out. Still mute. Okay. Okay, your sister.
Can I? Yeah, there should be some form of red flags to tell you that this school is not okay. Like something is not right. Because the nursing process, the school process is very straightforward. That you would know that, okay, there's something all right with this process. It's either you clearly were looking for a shortcut to get your license, to get your certification, or you were completely ignorant. And I doubt that that's from ignorance. I think that is from an issue of looking for a shortcut. But I also want to stress that not everything is black and white in America. Do your due diligence when you're looking for a school. Is this school having accreditation or not? It's very simple. But if you don't care whether they're certified, you just want to get a certificate, you just want to get a shortcut, then you get entrapped in stuff like this.
All right, we have Ife here with us. Ife, what is your take on the trending matter?
Yes, I agree with her. Nursing school is no joke in this country. Okay, I know you're gonna look for my name in that on that list. My name is not there.
Why you there that noisy place? I don't search for your name. Egbu, who is your name?
Listen, I can tell you the school I proudly went to in the state of Georgia. I went to University of Georgia.
I trust you. You will go to Mumu school. I will enter there with this for you this night. You will see me. You will see me.
Listen, Daddy Freeze, let me tell you something. Like she said, a lot of people are looking for shortcuts because nursing school is not a beans or moi moi in this country. It's very stressful. So a lot of people have been to different nursing schools and failed. So I heard about this Florida school. I heard about it. Somebody told me about it. So the question remains, how can you be in the state of Georgia and be going to school in Florida? How are you going to do that? That's a bigger red flag. And then how are you going to do your clinicals? So I asked one of my friends and she said, oh, they do simulation. I said, wait a minute. What do you mean by simulation? This is human life you're dealing with.
Happy.
So this is just because a lot of people have been to nursing school and either they fail or they were kicked out. So during the COVID, of course, there was shortage of nurses. So they started doing all this program just to make money because you remember I told you that nurses were paid heavily during the COVID time. So most of these schools, you know, came up or started coming up during that COVID time. But I can stand here and tell you that a lot of people did the work. I paid my dues. I went to West Georgia. I did my master's. I'm proudly of the school I went to, but I cannot speak of others. So another thing I can tell you is this. A lot of people say that they went to school, they went to the schools without knowing that the schools were not accredited. However, another person told me that if you go to the Florida Board of Nursing, that the schools were there, that is accredited. That what happened was, listen to me, that a Nigerian took the board so many times that bought the certificate and failed and went and reported the school. That was how the whole thing started. Okay? Mind you, it's not only Nigerians. It's all over, even Americans. But you know, our own is always going to be the heaviest. It's not only Nigerians. It's Americans all over, Filipinos. If you go to different states, you can see it. Even in the state of Georgia, it's there. It's not only Nigerians. So I don't like the issue of people making it as if it's only Nigerians that, you know, bought the certificates. No, it's not.
Hold on. My own problem is the hypocrisy of Nigerians. Nigerians will blame their president for not having certificates. Meanwhile, you bought your own. At least abroad, people do not blame Biden for not having certificates.
That if
will,
but
it is God.
Things.
American go ain't no road, doing just road did that side in triumph. Nigerian man will come and give testimony early in the morning. What God cannot do does not exist. All that meanwhile, who you do. That's my problem with Nigerians. Everybody they cheat, but we they use holiness take cheat our cheat. And be my problem.
That
that is the bottom state. If you're in this country, whatever you do it legitimately. It's a question of time they will catch you. It's a question of time. Whatever you do it legitimately. I mean, everything legit. I always tell people, if police ever knock on my door and I ever run, just know that I'm running because I'm naked, not because I'm running that I'm afraid. No. So if you knock on my door, I will proudly open the door. Do you understand what I won't be hiding or trying to hide anything? No. I understand a lot of us in this country are doing something illegal. But just give them time, they will fetch out. Huh?
I said, now illegal. The lady, lady wants to talk.
I want to say something. You know, I believe Nigerians, I mean, I always take pride that I'm a Nigerian, even here in the States. But I also want to talk about something that we do in Nigeria. Like, you see this, for instance, this computer fraud, for example, is something that if you want to count the countries that are actually into it, Nigeria will be in the bottom in terms of people that are actually doing it. But because we are always, how will I put it? Like, we are always messing with everything, right? Our name is up there. I'm talking about screen opportunities for others. That's why I brought that in. For example, right now, if you study nursing in Nigeria, you can literally go to any country in the world legitimately, to the point even your flight, like your flight to the States will be paid for, housing for a few months will be paid for. So if you go to schools in Nigeria now, what is happening? Nursing is actually filling up faster than even medicine. But then my fear now is that there are some people forging degrees from Nigeria to go through that. Then in the nutshell, that will screw up the opportunities for people who are ultimately going to school with the hope of finding a better future. Then it will come to the point where an opportunity as open as that, they will exclude Nigeria. They will say exception of Nigeria. Just like it has been for other things, like when they talked about American lottery, Nigeria and other countries have been exempted. Let's not screw for others by looking for shortcuts, is what I'm trying to say. Do the work. If you like to go to to America, London, anywhere you want to go to. But my own plea with Nigeria, do the work, go to school. It's as simple as that. Instead of going through a shortcut and screwing that opportunity for thousands of others who are willing to do the work. I mean, that.
But you know, Daddy Freeze, that's one of the reasons why the visa lottery, Nigerians, we were excluded in this visa lottery thing. Instead, they told you that we have exceeded the number of people that they want to be in the United States. So, like she said, it's very, very true. We were talking about it the other day at work. Exactly what she said was somebody brought up that topic that sooner or later they will exclude Nigerian nurses from coming to United States. Why? Because they don't trust our certificates. Okay, so I mean, but again, I'm gonna give it to the people that are really, really, really doing the work, going to school. Nursing school in America is no joke. Go ask anybody that really went to real nursing school. When I mean real nursing school, go ask them. It's not easy. You know,
the school no easy.
Yeah.
The work no easy.
The work is that easy.
All right, have a young lady with us.
This story has been trending for the past, like, let me say, like a month now, because actually I'm a social worker, but I'm actually in school for nursing right now. I'm trying to do my RN. Right now I was actually doing my assignment, and before I saw the live, I was okay, this is a story I need to, you know, jump on. It was setting when I was in class, and one of my instructors were like, oh, you heard about student paying. It's actually $15,000 they did pay. And these people actually did study for the board. They actually did the studying of the board. They did pass the nursing NCLEX. NCLEX is not a joke to pass. So what they did was they just bought the certificate from the school, which cost $15,000, which is like the cheapest money you can ever pay for nursing. Right now, my school fees is almost $60,000. I pay $6,000. Yes, I pay $6,000 every month. Right now I'm at work as a social worker. I'm not gonna leave work until 9 p.m. tonight. You know, I have to, you know, struggle for extra hours in order for me to be able to pay my school fees. All because I want to become a nurse. It's actually a struggle. It's nursing school is, and what I actually studied in another country before coming here. I'm an accountant. I'm an accountant. I studied accounting. Me branching out of that, trust me, it's a lot of work. It's sometimes in class it looks like they're speaking Latin. So me hearing people paying $15,000 to get the certificate is actually demeaning, and is insulting for people like us who actually go through the stress of, you know, going to the school, working hard to be able to pay. You know, that I'm trusting my school is one of the cheapest schools for me to pay $60,000. There are schools that are paying $90,000 just to get an RN. An RN is just an associate. You don't have a BSc in nursing. BSc in nursing is a different goal. That's another different step before you talk of MSN, before you talk of NP. It's the process to get there. I'm sure my sister who is an NP knows what I'm talking about. It's a process to get there. So for you to go and buy $15,000, how much is? Do you know how much people pay to get papers? It should be like a snap of the finger. Nigerians are hustlers here. They are hustlers. They will get a $15,000
on top. They are telling you to close your badge, make them not see you. Wicked people. Wicked people, when they look for who they want the fraud, make them not see you. But
you know, it's the struggle here. And when a lot of people were felt, you know, but trust me, it's not in Nigeria. In short, I even heard most of them are even Filipinos. But it's just like it's so easy for them to attack Nigeria because trust me, Nigeria is one of the greatest African countries. And here in America, we are the ones that work. Trust me. We are the ones who you will find us there. Any social work, any dirty work, you will see Nigerians also. And we get jealous by other countries that, oh, Nigerians are here taking our jobs because they can't do what we will do. So when they hear, oh, Nigerians have 18 out of, you know, I heard it's like 25,000 students. And they're only mentioning 18 Nigerians. Trust me, we are not on the top of the chart. We are not there. It's just, I understand that it's always easy for them to mention Nigeria.
I went to private nursing school for my BSN and MSN, and it's expensive. I am still paying my school loan. I've been a nurse for 15 years. So 15
Yeah.
years,
Yeah.
some people are still paying their school loan.
Yes. Yes. My sister's husband is a psychiatrist, and he's been a psychiatrist for the
I mean,
longest, and he's still paying his student loan. He is still paying it,
let me say
even as a
this.
doctor. They have money.
Most people that
Hold on, let
people that
I can hear you.
most people that their school fees runs in, I might be wrong, but that runs in 80s and 90s, and normally people that went to or going to private school. Okay, when I did my undergrad, I didn't go to private school for my undergrad, but for my master's I went to private school, so I was able to pay for my undergrad with no problem. But for my master's, I went to private school, which is super expensive. Okay, I raked up to $70,000 just for master's for 2.5 years. Okay,
wow,
and I'm still paying for it. So, I mean, when I see all these things, news going on, I wasn't happy because I know the energy, I know the work I put in it. To be a nurse practitioner is no joke. To be even a LPN is no joke. For me to see people paying for 20,000, what is 20,000 to get that certificate? Some people will pay 100,000 to get that certificate. That nursing certificate, fake one. Some people will pay 100,000 because the work is not easy. So that's why they're paying for it. Okay. But all shout out to all the nurses there doing the work. Sister over there working night shift. Shout out to you guys. I'm so proud, and I'm so proud to be a nurse. I work for it. Okay. If you want to find out my name, go to University of West Georgia. That is where I went to. My name is there. Bye, Daddy Freeze.
Bye, Ify. Thank you so much for joining us live. Thank you so much. That is awesome. Okay. Hey, I don't remove the wrong person. Yes, I'm listening to you, my sister.
Yeah, like if you rightly said, this thing is not only affecting Nigerians. Yeah, it's cross-border. Like, I work in the hospital. I'm a nurse practitioner, and I can tell you for a fact, like, when some nurses call me about a patient and the way they present it, I'm like, did you even go to nursing school? Like, what's this about? Like, did you do your due diligence with this patient? And this, unfortunately, there've been a lot of Filipinos. I'm not trying to be stereotypical, but they've been other countries too. Like, I'm like, did you go to nursing school? And especially when these things surface, I'm beginning to question like the ability of some of these nurses. Like, okay, what's going on? My point is here, like, it's not just Nigerians, it's all over. And like I always tell my family and I tell my friends, wherever you go, I don't care if it's abroad or wherever, whenever you come in contact with a doctor, nurse, ask questions. You're not clear with doing, ask questions. Don't just think because I'm in the States, then everything is all good and dandy. I was in a pursuit of losing weight recently, and I almost got defrauded with a white guy, Caucasian, who was like in his website, a doctor. He was calling himself a doctor, a weight loss doctor. And I went to the office and I'm like, okay, quick question. Are you a medical doctor or doctor of academics? He's a doctor, but he did a doctoral degree. But many people would not realize that. He has a DR in front of his name, so you just assume he's a medical doctor. So again, wherever you go,
that's true.
Ask questions. Are you a medical doctor? Are you a nurse? How long have you been practicing? What is this medication? What are the side effects? What am I supposed to expect? Ask questions.
Good evening, Daddy Freeze. Or good morning, rather. Good morning, my sister.
You only get, whether good or bad, it's a reaction you're gonna get. So as human beings, let's ask questions. I don't care if it's in the UK, if it's in the US, wherever you go, diligence, ask questions.
Okay, my sister, good evening. Or it's good evening for you because I'm in the US like you. Daddy Freeze, good evening or good morning, wherever you are. Thanks for allowing me to join you on this conversation. Like she's saying, I'm not a nurse. I have a master's in healthcare administration. Now, everything she said and the other lady that you mistakenly clicked off as a social worker was talking about is true. I wanted to go to nursing school, but I don't have a mom that would help me with my kids. So I quit 2 admissions I got on merits of nursing school to do healthcare administration for one reason. My family is important to me. I have people in this US, I have friends in the world that don't have kids. They're looking for kids. Me, I had one. I was happy to have that one at all. I was like, God, I thank you, I have one. The people that don't even have kids. Now, the reasons why you see Nigerians go into nursing out here, some do it for, not because they really love it, but because it's something that would help them get money. But at the same time, this thing I'm saying, my sister there can attest to it. There are lots of Nigerians out there, especially in the US, Canada, that have lost their marriages because they want to be nurses. They want to be part of the Joneses. They want to join people. Me, my brother, my sister, if you hear Broken, I'm going straight to Broken. I'm a very realistic Nigerian girl. I have lived there for years. Our Niger women, they do things we're not supposed to do because of nursing. It cause problems. Look, they talk true. Yes, we get
like waiting.
Okay, let me give you an example. You want to go nursing school, husband fit carry wife come. First example, you go bring your wife come. Say, okay, wife, you go school. The wife will say, yes. We can join nursing now. Okay, now nursing, they make money now to help us come out from where we did. They go school. Then the wife will come back out from nursing. Yes, marriage now between man and woman, everything cannot be 50-50. Something's going to be 60-40. Something's going to be 70-30. But when you can't say your nursing career, they important past your God bless giving children, and the man when carry you reach here, then you are misguided. That's why they see them. A lot of our Nigerian women, which are they talk, so she go fit confirm them. Most of our Nigerian women don't lose their marriages for here, majorly because of say they go nursing school. Don't forget how to take care of husband, children, family. So when they go nursing school, come out because they want to join their friends. Say, I get the biggest house, I get the most latest cars. You get 5-bedroom house. You know they shame. My friend get 5-bedroom house. How many you don't buy for me? Those things they cause problem, my brother. See me, I let they hide my own. I they talk about any day. Anybody wake me from sleep. I did married to my childhood best friend. Person I know since I be 5. Not myself enough to go nursing school. But my children and my husband and my upbringing, they important to me past any nursing school. I know women for here they say they don't get one. They beg God for one. Some they come out for US, go Nigeria, go do intravitro because intravitro for America and Canada will kill you. Are they lie, my sister? The money don't kill them. The money will kill them here. But they will come out for here. But they forget that they cause their own problem. So back with the street, they talk truth. Like as they talk, those women they say they go buy degree. Who they do the work that you see for work? So that one they do the work. The woman come out for inside the call just that when call you say she did for Georgia. She do the work. Who now goes to America get school loan? That means you get rich, papa. You get one allergy husband when they pay your school fees. Me are they still get school loan. My school will not reach their own, but I know say I use my brain to go to school with scholarship and grants. If you work, my brother, you don't need to thief. You don't need to pay anybody to earn your certificates. You go fit come outside, both tap your chest, say that me do this school well. So most of our Nigerian women, could they talk true? Make I give you an example. I they stay Texas, but I know they stay for Houston. Houston, now the nursing capital of America. When they talk, so she knows how they talk the truth. Nursing capital of America, now Houston. Our women, when they divorce, God, I feel wrong, but they divorce past our Oyibo women. When they there. Yes. Make we see truth, they talk. Our women go come here, forget tradition, forget how they take it. I mean, how do not they treat you well? Now that's the most that I marry, you go sit and say, honey, abroad not be like Nigeria. Only me if you do them. Go school, go work, come back, constantly take care of house, take care of you, take care of children. Help me with some. If you not help you like that, beg I say I beg. I carry my sister come, or my mama, or my brother. We go call help. But if you know they communicate with your husband, communicate with your spouse, whether a man, whether a woman, it no go work. If you do that nursing from now till next year. But if you know if you take care of the major thing when God don't bless you with, then you get problem.
You see, let me tell you something here. I want to, can the two of you mute your mics so that people can hear me? Just,
sure.
You see, the problem Nigerians have is we have monetized everything. Everything is God's blessing, now money. When you hear honor your father and your mother, it means give them money. My boyfriend is very caring. It means he gives you money. Everything in Nigeria has been monetized. So we think with money. We leave our health and chase money. Then when we get the money, we now realize that we can't use it to buy back the health. We sacrifice our marriages because of money. Because of money. You go abroad. Some of us went abroad. Some people went abroad just because of money. I don't know if I'm connecting to anybody here.
100%, my brother. 100%. You are saying the truth.
Some of us went abroad just because of money. And you see, it is not the fault of the abroad. It is the fault of our mentality. Money is our God. You will hear somebody coming to tell you that I work 16 hours. If you work 16 hours, let me tell you the truth, you know if you keep marriage. Now, a monkey you marry put for house, na stone, na stick. We're human beings designed to work 16 hours in one day, only your work. If you do 16 hours work, you come back, how many hours you get remaining for the day? 8. And you must sleep for 6 hours. You will want to do 16-hour work. You must sleep for 6 hours minimum. So inside that 2 hours, now you go chop. Inside 2 hours, you go chop. You go take care of your pikin. You go join your whole life together inside that 2 hours. That's very important. We need to change our mindset. I'm listening to you, my darling sister.
So, like I was saying, most of our Nigerian sisters, you see, like as she's there now, she has planned her own schedule. That other sister that left has planned her own schedule, and maybe she communicates with her husband and listens, and then they work together. Those things go a long way. Most people don't know this, but you have to always communicate and say, okay, oh, husband, how we go do them together? How we go do them? How it be? That you see some women tell themselves, say, oh boy, I can't this abroad, can't find money, just like you talk. Somebody forget themselves, say them they abroad, they pursue money. Forget to say they go get a life, like you talk. You go work 16 hours. This one they tell, they talk, so she know there are nurses in that same Houston. Not beside they talk from, see, I just talk. Experience. When they go work, have an aneurysm, brain bleed, die on the spot. The money why they pursue, where you end up, 6 feet under. You go die, leave husband and children to come take care of themselves. Meanwhile, the man probably carry you come, or now you probably carry the man come. Say, okay, honey, we could work together. Everybody cannot be nurses. Me as I did so. When they tell people, I know they run my mouth, they talk. Most of my friends say, because you didn't go to nursing school, my tell the girl say, I will send you the email. Where they give me admission for 2 nursing school, Chamberlain and one other school for Minnesota. I tell the girl, I say, send me your email. I go forward my email to you. Make you see I'm still there. I said, but I choose not to go because my family is most important to me. My health is secondly important to me. You will go to pursue nursing school, pursue job of nursing, 16 hours, just like you talk. Some people know the rest. Sister, no vex, so I don't say you my sister. Every time you talk, you dey realistic. But I don't say you the rest. I get friends in this country and be say, the girl don't they work overtime. I dey respect that girl, young girl. She don't agree work overtime because her family important to her. She dey work at 3 days, 12 hours shift when you need to work. Go her house, go rest. Instead, she don't pursue any money. The money when she get, she's okay with it. That one that's not making with sense. You know, we get groom and no get sense.
So I need to add something before we go any further. Please mute for me, I beg you. First things first, let me add 1,010 people they watch this live. Please, I appreciate you. Make una go buy stars for my Facebook. Make I show you how to buy stars. Go to Facebook. Search for Daddy Freeze, DADDYFREEZE. Now my page be this. Click on them. Scroll down to today's video. You will see me there in this t-shirt. Click on them. Scroll down. You will see how to buy stars. In many phones, it's bottom left-hand corner. You will see how to buy stars. Oh yeah, come buy. If you know, say you don't do the nurse work and you happy, come buy star. Make I hail you. Make we hail ourselves. You see, let me tell you something here. The mentality of this generation was regurgitated by the last generation. Wastefulness. Now, this money, if you ask the typical Nigerian, what thing they use the money do now? Wastefulness. How do you gamble your family time? How do you gamble your mental health? How do you gamble your physical health because of a Louis bag? Because you want to own 10 lands in Nigeria. Let me ask you a question. Who tell you say your pikin no go poor if you live on 1 billion? Who tell you? Nigerians read the portion of scripture that makes it legit for them to steal and embezzle and walk like they want to die. And your mother's generation, you need to warn them. Our parents and grandparents squandered Nigeria's resources. That's why we are running abroad. Our cocoa money, our oil and gas money, all the money we made since 1960 till now has been wasted from one party to the other, from one event to the other. We squandered the money. Now, our parents are broke in old age. Our government failed, and they also failed. I was having a conversation with my friend today. I'm sorry to digress a bit, but please allow me. I grew up in the hood. I grew up in an area of Ibadan called Arimo, and I saw the ghetto poverty mentality play out. You will see people that cannot feed. They will have 8 children. Do you know why? Because if you have 8, the likelihood for more to survive out of the 8 is higher than if you have 2. Also, the likelihood for any of them to blow so that poverty no go be your destiny is also higher according to the mentality. Then you will see poor people bring more poor people into the world. Not realizing, say, if you born 10 children, if you don't raise them well, all will be liability. Join you will be liability. We think of money. You see, the gift I have is I lived abroad. I was born in Romania, and I traveled very often as a child. Let me tell you, in Romania, once it is summer, 1 month, the whole family go leave everything that they do. They go enter their motor, drive to Greece this year. Next year, they go drive to Turkey. Following year, they live their lives. They enjoy their money. It doesn't have to be plenty money. It doesn't have to be Gucci money. The small money where they work, they go. I don't know which year my cousins no go beach. They go travel, go another country, beach. Go relax. Most Nigerians do not have a balanced life or balanced work life. It is just work, pay bills. Some of you need to start telling your parents to calm down, they don't kill you. Because they are regurgitating what their own parents did to them. You are now going to regurgitate it and give your own children. And you think it is normal. One guy said his father called him and said, "Are you not going to buy me a car?" The bobo now come begin, they run around, He no get car, but in Papa wants motor. I thank God. I think get 50 cars. Nothing concern me and my papa with car. You work car money give me. Abi, you borrow me one car where I tell you say I go repair, or you give me money where I go tell you say I go repair as car. I will never put myself under any pressure in this life. One guy said, Daddy Freeze, this your mentality is very wicked. It is wicked, thank you. It is what makes my head correct. Somebody said, why don't Jomo? I said, now food of Pekin. Yoruba say we go chop. No be drive car of Pekin, leave house of Pekin. Some of our parents are the problem. They put you on unnecessary high jump. So you are spending the rest of your life working like a machine, ruining your home. Let me tell you, once you have crossed food, clothing, and shelter problem, there's a way you start to think is different. As you're looking at me like this, I'm not looking for a wife that is rich or a wife that can work hard. No, I'm looking for a companion. Companion over rich, companion over hard work. Now, my papa, they find wife with you work hard. Now, their generation, me, I need somebody that I can be a go and work. Whatever money you make, let us be able to go and watch a movie. Let us be able to go and eat dinner. Let us be able to hold our hands in the park. How many of you as nurses, you hold your husband's hand, they walk out for park? You know they watch movie. How many of you now they go sit down for park? I'm not saying nurses can't, but the average Nigerian man, if you get that extra 3 hours, you go put them in as overtime. And guess what? When they make this money, what are they going to use it to? To go and build the biggest house in the village. To compete with the next person. So that your mama will feel brag saying Pekin they do well. Your Pekin know they do well if the village house in built. You better make your Pekin build tiny bungalow for village. Make it get investment property for Lagos. Make it get investment property for America. That make it come build big useless house. When at that same abroad money they go still they take maintain the house. The problem is the way our mind works. Until we remove money as our God, we will continue to be like this. We will be forging certificates. We will be lying. We'll be doing overtime. We'll be doing all these things as long as money is given the priority we have given it. Please, make I help people who buy me stars. Make I allow people go back to talk. Row one or more. Row one, don't come here. 1,200 stars. Thank you so much. Row one, Igbuya. Sammy Boyle, 530 stars. Anezi Maduagu, 500 stars. Musu Cilia, 500 stars. And more gold. Everybody just buy 500 stars and above. Make a hail again. Rowan Igbuya, Sammy Boyle, Anezi Maduagu, Musu Sila. Thank you so much, guys. How to buy stars is so easy. Just come on over to Facebook, search for Daddy Freeze, DADDY FREEZE. This is what my account looks like. It's very verified, 822,000 followers. It's so easy to find. Click on today's video and scroll down, bottom left-hand corner, you will see how to buy stars. Just go there and check it out. Bottom left-hand corner, you will see how to buy stars. I appreciate you guys a lot. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You guys are amazing. Another person don't come buy some stars. Make I hail the person now. Oh, amazing people. Hugo Egbuawa. He just sent 530 stars. Hugo Egbuawa. Thank you very much. Go to Facebook, search for Daddy Freeze, click on today's video and buy stars. My sisters, over to you.
Go ahead, my sister.
Like she said, if you're not careful in this country, you can easily be sucked into that life of always working, like constantly working. And at the end of the day, you find that the big house you bought, you're not staying in it. The Gucci bag, the Dior and whatnot, you don't have time to carry it because you're at work. And sometimes you see them bring it to work because, of course, that's the only place they come to. And not to, apart from that, what about the health? You see young people having hypertension like crazy. Left with series of health conditions because you don't get rest. So if you don't know yourself and know what you want, you can easily be sucked into that life of peer pressure because you look at the next nurse at your work is discussing the next house they want to buy, is discussing the next car they want to buy. And unfortunately, I don't want to say we're not well informed, but there are also things you can do that are less, you could go into IT, some 2 months course, 3 months course, and these people earn 6 figures working from home. So, I feel like, number one, we need this information. Number two, you have to just know yourself. And apart from COVID, the time COVID hit, I know nurses made money. But apart from that, if the money is not as we think, that's why when you get into it, you see that, okay, you're not making the money as you think. And then before you know it, you are sucked into this life of extra shift upon extra shift upon extra shift upon extra shift. I don't know that much nurses that are divorced because of the profession. I've heard about it. I cannot speak to that. But I have friends that will tell you, I know somebody that has never worked extra. She does her 3 days and go be with her family. And for me, that's like setting your own pace, knowing your own self, what you can do. In 2021, I went home and stayed for 3 months and people thought I was crazy. I'm like, I want to be with family. And everybody's like, they don't get it. Like, will you not go back to work? I'm like, there will always be work. And guess what? There will always be Uncle Sam collecting the money as you make it. So the time with your family, you cannot ever, you cannot get that time back. So unless we begin to appreciate the time, the memories, in the Nigerian mentality, it's like, I'm crazy now what I'm saying. What do you mean family? The only thing family realizes, okay, maybe how many mansions you have or what you have been able to achieve. For me, I will not let people's opinion of what I should be doing put pressure on me. Like I told my mom, we were talking the other day, I said, Mom, I'm planning to come again. I really enjoyed that 3 months I spent and I'm coming back. I just want to spend time. She's like, what about work? I told her point blank, don't talk to me about work. Work will always be there. Not until you are able to put yourself first. Even at my place of job, I put myself first because you are only a number.
Replaceable.
The day you no longer fulfill the purpose for them, you will be fired. Or I've been at work where a colleague of mine was rushing to work. She was late, so she was on top speed. She died on the spot. She did not make it to work that. Guess what? There was not a minute of silence for her. They brought another person from another floor to cover her shift. Work goes on.
Everything she said that the freeze 100% correct. You are very replaceable at any job.
You know when it takes and not let peer pressure, because undoubtedly we are a lot of Nigerians here as nurses. If I go over to the floors now, I no longer work on the floor. I'm a nurse practitioner. I've left that for about 3 years now. But if I walk around, I would see Nigerians, I would see other cultures as well. But undoubtedly, we have a lot of us here. And if you want to go back, listening to these people and what they do and their achievement, you'll be something to that life.
I want to say something, my sister. There's something you said about the fact that you went home to Nigeria to spend 3 months. Now, let me tell you something, my sister. You are fortunate to still have your mom. I lost my mom when I was barely a teenager. My dad and my late grandma single-handedly raised us himself. My dad is not remarried till dates. My dad is not even thinking about getting remarried till dates. Now, why am I telling you this so you can hear me? You are one of those, the first person I've seen that I've told your mom, don't talk to me about work because you don't know what it's like. For me, I'm fortunate to have a dad that would never pick up the phone and call you and say, baby girl, I need 1 naira. One fact my father would never ask. I'm not exaggerating or say I'm boasting. I say that with pride. My father, I've lived in the US almost 20 years. My father has never asked me for a dime. I'm the one that uses my common sense to know that my father will need upkeep. But this he has a job. He's about to retire, but he doesn't call me for a dime. I know that I'll call him and say, Daddy, I've sent you money, but if you go and be exposing it, you're there on your own. I tell him, I'll deny you flat. That's the truth. You're laughing, but it's the truth. I'm telling you what I do. I'm talking about myself because that's what I do. But my father, I say that with pride any day. My father has never picked up the phone to ask me for money. All my years I've lived in this country. My father calls my husband son. He has only called my husband for one thing in this life. My father's phone broke down. He didn't call me his daughter. He called my husband and said, son, I need a phone. My phone is broken. I'm going to tell you how contentment comes into play. Not every parent is like me, yours and mine, that would understand where you're coming from. Like Daddy Free said, my sister, Nigeria, they don't monetize everything. First, you know, go call you, find out how you did. My pikin, how they do you? I just make a call, check up on you. As they call you, they say you send money come. As they call you, they say you drop money come. But nobody know how it be for you for here. Before I ever lived abroad, I had friends abroad. Do you know why most of us, we stayed friends? Well, for one reason. When I call, and I say that with pride, I know they ask any of my friends money. Not because I don't feel ask them money. I did work when I did Nigeria before I come US. This US when I come, now God carry me come here, my sister. When I pick for call my friends, the first that they ask them, how na they? How na side? What thing they happen? They'll tell me I did school, I busy or something. I say, okay, no wahala, when be the best time to call you? Because the last when Nigerians they forget. So our time zone, they're very different. See that the freeze now, that the freeze they up at 2:30 a.m. Nigerian time. We they Yankee 7:30 Nigerian time, US time. But the freeze they up, they do this live with us. Most people don't understand the time difference. Then when you explain to them, say, when you call me, I know pick them with the vex. You understand me? As you did so, my sister, you get for something that they vex for you today because you know they pick their call. Are they laugh? Are they laugh? I know they lie now. You just laugh because you know they're true. So when it comes back to this nursing thing, I know it's you they talk, my sister. Truly, most of our Nigerian women and men, after the free they talk, that they overdo. That if they're not thief, they go steal, they go form some form of thing to say, I better pass my neighbor, just like you talk. You go to follow your neighbor, they compete on how the person wanted to buy second house, you never buy one, you know, buy third one, you won't buy the fourth one, you never, all that is nonsense. If you are contented, just like the Bible says, let me I talk the first time. Most of us, they forget our upbringing and our training. We can't reach abroad, can't they stupid. If you are contented with what you have, my sister, your one shirt go be your one shirt. You go lock down your one shirt, keep and clean. Eh? Person Gucci no go enter your eye. The person Louis Vuitton no go enter your eye. When I did Nigeria, my papa, I never said they tear my papa no be super rich man, but everything in life I wanted, I got. Everything in life I got. I don't complain one day for anything. I don't lack anything one day. Even when things rough, we said we go manage. We follow the guy at the beer. So what do they tell you? Everything that common sense and how you take accept. I see you now. Sure you don't suffer. Do school, do BSN, do RON, BSN, MP. Anybody did that way they pay your student loans, so they know how much they pay every month. They know what it be like. They call the contest we send money call house. Hey, Nigerians, when they listen, no. I'm not calling here to offend anybody, but make we hear. And what is not for the wise. Even if we know they buy certificates, inside that list, we get Nigerians who buy certificates. And you are not saying that true.
No, of course, like I said, there was something. You cannot tell me you went to that school and did not know something was not right. You cannot tell me that. You cannot tell me you were ignorant, you were innocent. You knew. You only saw it as a shortcut.
Yes.
And generally, I would say as Nigerians, we should stop measuring success with wealth.
We are all guilty.
Timely deaths, it has led to depression, it has led to just being angry in general. See this person, see how they do, like you just want to be in that. You don't know what they are doing. You don't know where they are falling short to meet that projection you're seeing. Like, we should stop. And it's something I have refused to. My family came to visit me and I took off. I'm like, I want to spend time with you guys. And it was like, are you serious? Like my brother literally was laughing from the airport, like, so you took time off, you want? I said, yes.
That's how it's supposed to be.
But that came from a place of knowing the difference. These are people I don't see on a regular basis. Once or twice a year. Then that, and of course it never stays long. Then how staying for 6 days or 5 days going to make me not be the next Bill Gates? I'm like, you have to, I mean, I'm not going to be Bill Gates tomorrow. That's not going to happen except so in place of contentment, just being contented, it goes a long way to 100%. Mental satisfaction.
Yeah.
All right, I want to bring ladies to join us. Ibiso, Love Haven, what are you saying? Let me know. Prissy, I'm also sending a request to her. Prissy, can you come to Mama Tuesday? I sent you requests, but you didn't come live. I don't know what happened. Thank you, my beautiful ladies. Thank you so much. God bless you. You guys are amazing. I appreciate it.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Oh, wow. Somebody just sent me something.
Thank you for letting us join you in this. Thank you, my sister, for all your help being a wonderful healthcare professional. Trust me, it's not easy. I know from experience. Thank you, Daddy Prince.
Bye, my sister. Thank you so much.
Bye.
Thank you. Thank you. All right, beautiful ladies and gentlemen. I had some really lovely people today on the live. I'm sending a request to Prissy Kuma. Prissy, try and see if you can join. Upgrade your Instagram. If you have the old Instagram, it will not work. Please upgrade your Instagram. Big shout out to Fidelia Onwubika or Onwubiku. Thank you so much. Felicia is the highest. Fidelia, I beg your pardon, is the highest star buyer for today. Fidelia, big shout out to you. Big shout out to you. I'm so happy and I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Prissy, please upgrade. Mama Tuzi, I sent you a request real quick so we can round off. Please come over to Facebook and come and buy stars while we're waiting for the other nurses to come and share their thoughts with us. And this is how easy it is. Just go to Facebook, search for Daddy Freeze, scroll down to today's video and click on the video. It's as easy as that. Scroll down on the video and see how to buy stars. Big shout out to Fidelia Onwubiku, Rohan Igbuya, Henry Adama, Richard Ochali, John Oshi, Hugo Egbunwa, Sammy Boyle, Anezi Madwagu, Musu Sila. Thank you guys so much. You guys are amazing. And my top star buyer is Fidelia Onwubiku. Thank you so much, Fidelia. Come on, guys, over to Facebook. Come right now to Facebook. If you're watching on TikTok, remember to send me gift cards too. I appreciate you guys. Yes. Like the lady said, it's 2:30 a.m. Nigerian time. It's not easy to be up, but somebody has to bridge the gap between the Nigerian media and the abroad media, and we're doing quite well here. Someone said this live is hot tonight. It's about to get even hotter. I'm bringing another RN and a lady who is in nursing management. However, for one reason or the other, I can't seem to invite here today. That's Mama Tuzi. So I'm going to try again. Thank you, all of you. Jane Francis, thank you, all of you, coming to buy my stars. I didn't get your request and I'm not able to, I sent you 2 separate requests, if not 3 separate. But in the meantime, while we're waiting for them, oh yeah, come and buy stars. Okay, try again. Okay, Prissy. All right, so let me bring Prissy up right now. She has upgraded. She has the latest Instagram now. Hope this works. Okay, Big Teen Mama 79. Let's see if that works. I've sent you a request, Prissy. I've sent you a request, Mama Tuzi, and I've sent you a request, Big Teen Mama. Prissy, what happened? Mama was able to join, but you weren't.
No, this is Big Teen Mama.
Yes, I know. Prissy, log in and log out of Instagram. In the meantime, guys, come on over to Facebook and buy stars. Okay, Big Teen Mama, let me hear you.
Good evening.
Good evening.
First time on your life. It's been a while. I've been trying to get on.
All right, go ahead. A bit clearer. The light is not too good.
I'll put on the lights.
Because I want to connect with you. Yes, they want to see your beautiful face.
Sorry, not that beautiful. So I've been a nurse for quite a while, a registered nurse initially, and I'm currently a doctor of nursing practice. Work in management.
Doctor of nursing.
Yes, so doctor of nursing means you went ahead to doing your doctoral program in nursing as first an NP, and then you can go ahead and do, well, you don't have to be an NP, just do the master's and then do the doctoral, depending on what you're specialized on. So I read a little bit about what happened with the nurses that presumably had used a fake credentials to obtain a license. And I have not seen anywhere where they actually talked about accreditation, because I read all of this from the Board of Nursing itself. And it was pretty much people, now I'm not sure how they obtained those licenses, but they brought in fake licenses, some from Nigeria, presumably, some from the United States, but a lot of them were foreign credentials that were presented as a degree, and then they took the boards. The reason why I really wanted to come on was when people were giving opinion or stating that it was due to accreditation. Now, if your school is not accredited, I'm not sure how you would make it to the boards in the first place, because those schools have to report to NCLEX before they can actually allow students to take exams from those schools. So I'm not sure how they were able to bypass taking the boards without being accredited. Meaning when you're graduating, they have to turn in, that there's some paperwork that the school will have to turn in. I'm now management in a hospital. There's some paperwork that needs to be turned in by that school that would determine if they are still accredited, because there are some schools that would initially start out being accredited and then they lose the accreditation. NCLEX will find out. So I'm not sure how a student would finish school, register for NCLEX, and then the school would turn in their paperwork and they would be deemed fit for those students to take exams. Now, I've had experiences with friends back in DC that actually started out with an accredited, well, presumably accredited school. And when they were rounding up and needed to turn in all those paperwork, they found out the school was not credited, and they lost all their years that was put into that school. So again, yeah, they lost their money. Some of them were suing. And this is all in the process of, you know, getting linked into NCLEX, and then NCLEX demanding some paperwork, and then they figured out that those schools, they lost their accreditation. So again, I'm not sure how that played out, because again, if your school is not credited, you're not able to even connect into NCLEX. So I'm still confused about that conversation. But a lot of the things that I read was a lot of foreign credentials and a lot of certificate from different places. Those people genuinely have a license because they sat for NCLEX. So again, I don't know how it must have been a glitch or a miss somewhere where they were still able to take the boards because they had the boards. Now, I also heard about the story of those that were using other people's licenses. Yes. So it's not just accreditation. Some people were I'm not sure if they're legal in the state of, or in the United States, but they're actually using somebody else's license to practice. So that's another piece entirely. That so it's not even just nurses. There has been doctors. Yeah, I think about two.
God cannot do does not exist.
About 2 or 3 years ago, if I'm not mistaken, in Maryland, there was a Nigerian doctor that was actually an OB doctor, and he was not even a doctor. He was using somebody else's license, and people were attesting to the fact that he's one of the best doctors. So I cannot make a big deal out of that one, but it's not just nurses, all kinds of professions, but I guess nurses is the one trending right now. And yeah, so there's a lot.
Because listen, if you're a lawyer and you are using fake accreditation, not be to lose case. A doctor,
now you're talking about losing life.
A life. Yeah. A nurse can commit a clinical procedure that can lead to a loss of life.
Yeah.
Okay, I got Ibis. Bukola, how are you doing, Bukola?
I'm very well, sir.
So let me get your take on the matter. I've been trying to invite so many people. I don't know. Some people's Instagram is not working. Mama Tuzi, I sent you repeated requests. Prissy, I also sent you repeated requests. I don't know what's happening. Go on, Bukola.
So that freeze, I mean, this system here, right? I've worked in the, hospitals before as a clinical assistant before I went into my psychology stuff. I just want to say it is quite unfair to apportion all the blames on the men here. I can tell you for free here, most of our men, most of them are even looking for nurses to get married to. Most of them are forcing their wives to go into nursing.
Because of...
And nothing...
Listen,
nursing here is not moi. It's not moi. It takes a lot out of you. It takes your life. Yeah. It takes a lot out of you. So you cannot combine being, especially when you're still in school, you can't combine it here in Canada. I have plenty of nurses around me. Being a mom and being available for your husband, being available for your children as a nursing student is a lot here. They drop out in their second and third year. But our men, I have cases of men forcing their wives. Some of their wives graduated with pass from Nigeria. But when they come here, they want them to be a nurse. You want to have a wife 100%. You want to get 100% from your wife and you still want her to be a nurse? No, you gotta be patient with her. It's a lot here. My sister she's been in the nursing system for almost 20 years now. You know, it's a lot. You can agree with most of our men. I have someone, I even searched for him, myself, I searched for him. He said he wanted a nurse because of the money. You don't want to go with the rigor that comes with being a nursing student. Yes, you want them to be a nurse. It's a lot here. All our men, all of them, they want you to be a nurse, but they cannot stand the rigor that comes with nursing. And I don't even know how Americans are doing it, that people are getting away with this fake certification. I told you that my second born, it was a fake doctor that took the delivery of my second born, Dr. Akoda in Maryland.
Oh yeah, maybe that's the same doctor. It was in Maryland.
Oh, he's in Maryland. Yeah,
he's
Dr.
in Maryland.
Akoda, if you remember,
Yeah,
Doctor, I still have my case going on. They've not paid me yet.
OBGYN, yeah.
Exactly. She took the delivery of my second boy in Maryland. I paid almost $15,000 then.
It's crazy because people are sensitive to the fact that he was a good doctor.
How are they doing it that these people are getting, and he has practiced for so many years.
For years.
How are they doing it that these people are getting away with fake certification?
Yeah.
They still sent me an email saying, oh, okay, we've not gotten blah, blah, blah from the blah, 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 blah. The case is still in the courts. They are yet to resolve it. How are they doing it that people are getting away with fake certification and they are practicing? Yes, it was a fake doctor that he attended to me, did everything, collected my money, did that. It was a fake doctor. Yes. I don't know how they are doing it. How careless can they be? We say Nigeria is careless. What about the US? How are they doing it?
I think the honest truth is, I don't think the government itself would expect that someone would go that far. Because again, for me to use a fake license to you're dealing with somebody's life, I don't think I have the guts. Even with a license as a bedside nurse, I was extra careful, knowing that now my background from Nigeria, I was actually an accountant in Nigeria. And then I came here. I was never going to think of nursing until I had my kids. And I kind of figured like, okay, the flexibility. And then I fell in love with just mother baby. It was a lot for me. And just dealing with people's life, I can imagine how far people would go, you know, to knowing that you can actually kill someone in the process and you still went ahead regardless. That is the height of desperacy that I think. That is dangerous.
That you know the Dr. Akoda.
That's the one I was talking about. I said, it's not just nurses. We have doctors that are really practicing on that fake licenses. And I talked about the one in Maryland. And
it's in Maryland. Maryland. Yeah.
Unfortunately for that one, there was a lot of people that were saying, oh, that's one of the best doctors it was PG Hospital.
Yeah.
Was it PG? Yeah. And they were like, oh, yeah, it's PG Hospital. They were like, oh, he's one of the doctors and best doctors. I'm like, how can somebody really not know, you know, medical stuff, and then you're actually taking delivery?
It was actually good. It was actually good.
Yeah, they said it was very good. I've never encountered
there was
him,
no
but I heard about it.
Nothing. Yeah. Everything was okay.
People attested to that.
Everything was good.
Yeah, I heard about him.
Dr. Charles Akoda.
Dr. Charles Akoda, thank you.
What?
Yeah.
Yes. That's him.
I think
yes, he's Nigerian. I think
Nigerian. He's Yoruba. He's Yoruba. He's Yoruba.
I forwarded it to you, Daddy Freeze, if you remember. Dr. Akoda.
He's Yoruba. Yeah.
I know they hear what.
Yeah.
Hey.
Somebody said, how can you pay 15,000? I paid more than that for my first son. All these Nigerians now Sabi argue.
Well, that's actually because you're paying paying out of pocket, if
Because
you're
I'm
running to
paying out of my
insurance,
pocket.
you
These people
work
can
close
ask
to
for what they don't know.
$60,000 to have a child. Yeah.
Thank God you are a practicing nurse.
Yeah,
You should know what I'm talking about.
if you're paying through the insurance, when you see your bill before it gets subtracted to zero, or whatever your copay is way over $60,000. So when they do all this out of pocket,
out of my pocket, and see them arguing for what they don't know.
Yeah, it is way more than that if you're using insurance.
Oh boy. It's crazy. But on the part of the nurses, honestly speaking, that the freeze, most of the men here, they want their wives to be nurses. And it takes a lot from them, that the freeze.
I reserve my comment on that one.
It takes a lot from them. They want them to be nurses. They want the money, but they don't want the rigor that comes with it. They don't want the rigor that comes with it. It's
And the
not going
honest
to be
truth,
enough.
let me say this, the honest truth is I'm not so, again, like everybody else said, if you don't work yourself to death, you really don't have that money. So it would take discipline. It would take you just, being determined as to what you really want to do. I hate working long hours. I cannot stand working 5 days. I love my time with my family.
How many days do you work? Tell us your story. How many days do you work? Guys, buy me Facebook. Go to Facebook now and buy Star. Make I heal you. I'm listening to you, my sister.
As a bedside nurse, all I did was my 36 hours in a week, and I went home.
So 3 days a week?
Yes. Three 12s, and that's it. And as
3 12s. That's 4.
And if I have to go on vacation, I would knock out 6 days in a row and take the rest and go to wherever I want to go. I love life. I don't want to die young, which is why I kept going back to school, because I would love to work less and just still earn enough to take care of me, my family, and I'm good. I'm currently in management, and sometimes I can work from home. Sometimes I show up at work. It's all about meetings and paper trails. Of course, I work in one of the largest hospitals in Georgia, but it's not stressful at all. Now, sometimes if you're maybe in the search capacity, I may work 5 days, but my 5 days doesn't mean I'm working 8 hours. It means I go in, I do what I'm supposed to do, take my calls, attend my meetings. A lot of the meetings right now is Zoom or Teams. I hate stress. I love to just sit down and relax and flip my leg on the couch. My kids are grown, but I just love to just stay quiet, turn off my lights, watch TV, fall asleep. I love life. I just want to rest. I'm not planning on leaving this earth.
Can I ask you a question? Because the way people talk about nursing, they talk about it as if you're cashing out the money. I want you to talk about the money in nursing. It's not that much.
No, it's not.
You have to work
that's why I
to
said
actually make plenty money. I don't know what people are so crazy about.
I can put a number to it, but depending on the state, I started out working in DC, lived in Maryland. Now I live in Georgia. So when I started as a new nurse, they started me out with $30 an hour. So now do $30 an hour and do your 36 hours. There's tax. So at the end of the day, maybe you're going home with $1,800. Exactly. The reason why people would go for the overtime is when you do overtime, anything after 36 hours is considered a time and a half. So if you're earning 30, it means you're getting 45.
1.5. Yeah, 1.5. Yeah.
That's why people would go. And at the end of the day, even if you do your overtime in the same spot, it still doesn't really pay, because then the tax would knock it way off. The more you get, the more they take, which is why you see people jumping from one hospital to another hospital, because then they can go make another clean slate and do another 36 hours there. But then it would be considered just a standard tax because it's not in the same job.
Yeah.
That's
the beautiful thing is the job security. You cannot lose your job.
Yeah, you cannot lose your job. You can always find something.
That's
exactly. I love the job security. I love the flexibility for my kids, because I've worked all kinds of shifts in my whole entire life. When my kids were younger, I worked night shift. When they were, the moment they changed into something else, I changed into another shift, which was the main reason why I went into nursing in the first place, was flexibility to be able to care for the family. And also, and then if you're really wise and you know you just don't want to stress yourself, is just go back to school.
Someone
That
is
way.
asking me to ask you, do you know Taiwo Shoba Mowo?
I know a lot of Taiwo. That last name, where is that person?
Somebody just asked on. There are 420 people watching on.
God. Yeah, there's a lot of Taiwo that I know, but that last name does not really ring the bell.
Anyway, guys, it's been wonderful hosting you, and you guys have been amazing and brilliant. And we all said the very same thing. Nursing is a beautiful career.
It is.
If you don't do it for the money. You see, you need to understand something, yeah. Do what you love, and you never work a day of your life.
Sure.
Anytime you do not go to work, you will miss work.
Yeah.
But when you do it for the money, Nigerians do everything for the money. They marry for money. They for money. It's all money.
It's unfortunate.
A sign somewhere. It might be hidden, it might be exposed, but there's a dollar sign somewhere. I'm not saying money is bad. Money is a great servant. But when you take decisions based on money, money is no longer your servant, it becomes your master. Yeah. And money is a very horrible master. For me in my life, there's nothing I value more than relaxing, watching Netflix, chilling. Handle stress. My ability to handle stress is 0.1%. Small. I
don't have it.
I don't mess up.
Yeah.
It is the way we were raised. Our God is a money-loving God. Everything to serve God, you have to give him money. Everything is monetized. Honor your father and your mother is money. I have a lovely boyfriend. He's very caring. Is money. So by the time we've monetized every aspect of our lives, how will you not work 70 hours a week? How will the husband not want his wife to? Do you know why? Listen, if it is mechanic training, trust me, husbands will they push their wives to go learn mechanic work. I'm telling you, because money is your God. I don't see why I go want be nurse for my life. But you see, if my brain was tuned towards money, I go become nurse. But I'm more tuned towards, I'm 46 years old. Whatever I'm doing at my age should be chilled.
Yeah.
Should be chilled. I should chill. I should be holding a cocktail in my hand right now, sipping, relaxing, having fun. My work should be a cruise at my age. I should be graduating towards full retirement. But Nigerian man at 60 still they hustle. Nigeria has not been able to separate hard work from the bread of sorrows. The Bible says it is vain to wake up early in the morning and stay late at night. Only the bread of sorrow. Many of you think you are hustling, meanwhile you are eating the bread of sorrow. I pray for all of us. Pick careers you love. Pick careers that suit you. You must not be an accountant, you must not be a lawyer, you must not be a doctor. Sometimes, now I also tell my children this, the fact that you have the ability to do something does not mean you are suited to do it. Some people get brain to go medical school and come out in flying colors, but they don't have the temperament to be doctors. They don't have the compassion. They don't have patience. They will go to that school and come out top of the class, but then it's now time to practice and you don't have patience. Some jobs require you to dedicate your life to that cause. You know, there are some jobs that if you do, don't marry because you will drag suffer. Let me tell you, don't marry. If not, if you are a selfish person, you will not marry. The reason why many of you are getting married in some of those jobs is because you are selfish. Your work requires you to be 3 months on the sea without communication. Why are you marrying? Your wife will not take care of you. Then one day your ship will land. It's wicked. Learn the kind. Also, your kids, because you go on the ship for 3 months, then you come back for 1 month, then go again. Nobody go see you. You just disappear. You don't need to marry. Do the work for 10 years. When you are done, quit. Then come and do normal work that will give you time for a spouse. A family needs time investment, not just money. You can't throw money at every. It's only in Nigeria that they throw money at every problem.
Unfortunately.
Abroad, some problems require time. Some require patience. Some require communication. Not all can be solved by money. Thank you so much to all of you who bought me stars. To buy stars is so easy. Just go to Facebook, search for Daddy Freeze, DADDYFREEZE. Sehim Olowu, thank you. Thank you so much. You just got the last set of stars. And the biggest star buyer today was Fidelia Onwubiko. Thank you so much, Fidelia. I truly, truly appreciate you. All the 422 people watching me live on Facebook, thank you guys so much. The full video where you can see the ladies talking would also be available on Facebook and YouTube. Sorry, 422 people watching me on YouTube, not Facebook. Okay, thank you guys so much. God bless you. Bukola, thank you so much for your time. Sean Leeds, I saw you in the comment section. Sad I couldn't bring Prissy and Mama Tusi. I tried everything too, but I couldn't. God bless you. Look forward to seeing you some other time. Take care. God bless. And remember, if you're in Nigeria, exercise your right to vote. But more importantly, exercise your right for peace. A bad government is better than war.
True.
A bad government is better than instability.
True.
For a bad government, I am saying don't carry election on your head and then stabilize the country, because let me tell you something, no nation can curtail Nigeria's refugee crisis. The UK population is 65 million. Canada is 30 something or 40 something million. They cannot contain 200 million people. Boil this country for we want stay there. No help us boil them. Go out and vote. And those of you abroad, you are not going to be able to vote. Don't start trouble. Many people abroad are gingering. If it is not like this, scatter there. It's not. You are not in the country. Out is running. You are not even going to vote. Don't spoil it for those who are around and are going to vote. You are Nigerian, but remember, your vote doesn't count if you are abroad. Please don't start unnecessary problems. Rwanda, go and watch Hotel Rwanda. Now inciting now lead to the loss of 800,000 people. Almost 1 million people. It was a genocide, and it could be avoided. I beg you in God, let's be very careful. Go out, vote, make the election count, but remember, peace first before. God bless you. Thank you everyone for watching.